Bismillah. So I was browsing my bookshelf and I came across a book that I noticed if a YouTuber is talking about books you should read, this is typically number 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 on their list. Why? Because there's just so many gems about life in it that you're better off hearing or at least reading about, even if you have a different perspective. Just so many gems in here, and I can see why. If someone was able to survive the Nazi Holocaust, I would also be interested in their perspective on life, what they saw, how it changed them. And that's why it's definitely worth reading Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor Frankl. When Frankl was subjected to the Holocaust, he was an adult, a trained psychiatrist, and a trained neurologist, which just compounds the reasons why you should be interested in his perspective coming out of the Holocaust. Quick note, Man's Search for Meaning. I'm a man, I'm not searching for meaning because Islam means to submit your will to God. That is the meaning of life, is to submit your will to God. But Frankl talks about some of the human psychology around surviving something like the Holocaust. Let's talk about it. The main piece I want to talk about is this quote he has here that says, "An abnormal reaction to an abnormal situation is normal behavior." Now, clearly Frankl is not talking about so-called Negroes, American descendants of slavery. He's talking about Jews living under Nazi rule in the Holocaust and how it made them delirious, made them apathetic, some of them to the point where they were just, their emotions were blunted, just watching death marches, no reaction at all. And he speaks a little bit to this, and I can't help but parallel that to our condition in America, because we live in an abnormal situation. When the United States has 20% of the world's prison populations, yet we have countries that are 10 times our population. When you look at China, when you look at India, when you look at other places, why is it that America is in this situation? It's because America has put Negroes in such an abnormal situation, which is why you see such abnormal behavior. Not that I'm justifying any of it at all. But when I see some of the abnormal behavior in my community, I see where it's coming from. And Frankl talks about this parallel when he's talking about Jews living in Nazi Holocaust. And I can't help but draw that connection. Abnormal behavior is normal under abnormal situations. Tell me in the comments, do you think that Negroes are living in an abnormal situation in America?